Steve Astin, a real INFJ, and you're not. If you knew what an INFJ was, you would not want to be one. I have not met an INFJ that has delighted in being an INFJ. It's kind of a miserable type to be, as all the INFJs say for themselves, right? Because there's a lot you're trying to fucking process and manage. And we do see this look as well in the male INFJs. We got an old friend named Ryan, and he looked exactly like this guy. Same kind of mouth, lips kind of features. Anyways, INFJ of all INFJs. He's been in a lot of different movies, with Trogdor, whatever the hell this guy's name is. I never watched this one. This guy was a real good kid, TISI guy, right? So we did a class on him. So as a real INFJ, he kind of fits into the profiles that you find out on the internet about real INFJs, more or less, Now, I hate to say it, but a lot of these, shitty profiles and pages out there, they are halfway decent if you are a Myers-Briggs version of that type. It kind of puts me in a bad position because it's like on the side of science, I got to shit on Myers-Briggs and astrology and Enneagram, and because it's all super unscientific, and there's not a scientific place in the world that can get any type of traction on it, and everybody knows it's a pseudoscience and it's fucking fake as fuck, right? But the problem is, what we're seeing in our data, with the larger spectrum of the 512, that we are able to track with the scientific method. Don't tell the fucking scientists that we're able to do that. But unfortunately, these Myers-Briggs 16 types of the 512, if you happen to be a Myers-Briggs INFJ, it kind of does line up a little bit. Now, there's a lot of different INFJs, so if you're more masculine or feminine, or if you're a jumper INFJ, you're not going to fall into the Myers-Briggs shit, right? He's a diplomat, he's an idealist, he treats people nice, he's got strengths and weaknesses. I can't even read the sensory, just, blur it over there. There you go, read the sensory on your own fucking time. The counselor, warm, considerate, they like to work alone, they're authentic, empathetic, as if these words don't apply to everybody else as well, but, who's counting? Carl Jung, not really an INFJ. We definitely know him to be an INTP. That's a double observer. Single decider with TI. Kate, I think she's an ESTJ, something like that. Gandhi, I don't know. I haven't looked into Gandhi. I don't know. He might be. I don't know. But Steve Astin, he is a real INFJ. You can put him down as a profile of an INFJ. But again, also remember, the top G is also an INFJ. Double masculine, jumper, that is an INFJ. Double decider, NI at the top, planner, masculine FE, masculine SE, INFJ. So fuck you and your profiles. So he's going to be very blastery, very consume last, and therefore, very FE. I guess that's the biggest thing that I'm processing when I'm getting to know real INFJs is how much that FE fucking takes them for a ride. Like, that's the one that is hard to deal with. It's not so much the NI, it seems to be more of the FE, right? Because the FE is pulling in like everybody else's perspectives and everybody else's point of view emotionally. And that's a lot to deal with. Like, the NI is like kind of annoying. It kind of makes you dyslexic and it's hard to get your words out and it's hard to like explain or prove what it is that you're seeing. But a lot of times, like, kind of what you're seeing, you're on the right track. You're not usually way off, just maybe hard to prove it or whatever. But the FE is extroverted, so it's bringing in, it's like any, you know what I mean? Like people with Savior NE, they're like, how do I turn this off? You're like, well, sorry. So FE is like, how do I turn, like, somebody gets sad, hurt, or upset, and now your whole day is sad, hurt, or upset because you're like tied to them. And you're like, can I like not like care about this? That's what they really report as being very draining. One thing that I saw randomly was with a Serena Williams class where at the very end, we had a little like, fade out with Oprah talking about, Oprah doing something of like, yay, Serena, thank you for awesomeness and love. And you made the Big Apple bigger and love more. Like, it was just straight NF shit fart gas of nothingness. Like it was like a pride and like, I'm going to specifically say nothing. I'm going to just say completely fake stuff. And I remember like after that class, when we hit pause, I just turned to Shannon, I'm like, that's what it feels like to the, she's like, oh God, it's horrible. Like, you NFs, like, you're not saying anything. It's just fart gas fluff. And it's very annoying. And like when people are more NF than me, like Oprah and this guy, I can definitely see it. So when I play these clips, like, put those goggles on of like, the guy's not saying anything. And like the video clip I got is just randomly of him like doing a video to college kids or something where he's like alone in his bedroom and he's able to just say whatever he wants to say. And there's nobody in the room to ping off of. So he's just NF talking, and it's just pure fart gas. Here, watch this.
Well, hello there, everyone at Bristol Community College, class of 2020. I'm assuming this is like a virtual graduation, commencement, something or other, or maybe you're just going to see this at some other time. My name is Sean Astin. I am a professional actor. I was in The Goonies and Rudy and the Lord of the Rings trilogy and Stranger Things Season 2, among other things. And I am just here giving you this message on behalf of the Bristol faculty and staff. And by the way, to the faculty and staff, thank you for another amazing year of hard work. I don't even have to know you. I don't have to know what you did to know that community college, where I went for 2 years. I graduated Los Angeles Valley College in 1992.
Sensory.
3? I don't know. I can't remember the year I graduated, but I do have my diploma downstairs. I should look at it once in a while. But anyhow, older folks who are coming back to get an education, people training for what do they call it? A degree to be able to go right into the workforce.
You know the words.
And so on and so forth, and all other kinds of people as well. So English second
So
language.
on and so forth.
People who are interested in arts, performing arts,
Everybody.
visual arts, stuff with tools. I'm just trying to walk through my community college in my mind here. So.
Yeah. What happened? What happened? Are you seeing it? Like, why is smoke coming out of his ears? Because he's trying to recall the sensory. You know, the diploma, the resume, the people that you do things and other things. Because it's like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to like do what the censors do and like stop the conversation and specifically be like, carpenters in the 3rd year of carpentry, you are being validated today, and plumbers in the 2nd year of plumbertry. You're like, oh my god, how many of these are we gonna fucking do? Plus, you're never gonna get to mine specifically, so does that mean I'm not included? Like, why would you do fucking specifics? And how the hell do you go so slow and like read a dictionary in slow speed is what it feels like for the end dominant. So it's just the other way where he's like, I gotta just say everything on top of everything, and everyone's like, that was so vague, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So you have my respect and appreciation and my good wishes for the future. And that brings me to you, students of Bristol Community College, class of 2020. You happen to be in a graduating class that will be remembered, unlike a lot of other ones, for all time.
Because they suck.
What an amazing experience this has been. Tragic and so sad for so many people.
Sad.
People who've been affected by the virus, people who were put out of work, whose businesses are closed. I mean, all around us, there are people who've had challenges and struggles. But you guys have a fighting spirit.
Okay, yeah. Thanks. Sure. I love how he accidentally says, unlike the other ones, because FESE, they suck, and you're awesome. Shit. I mean, everybody, what are we, like, he's saying nothing. I see this with the INFJs and the ENFJs, with the FENI combination. That one seems to be a hard fucking combination to fucking manage.
And I admire each and every one of you for who you are and what you're doing. And I wish you all the best with your continuing education, with your work, with whatever you do, with your families, your friends, and your relationships. I'm wishing you well. So, God bless you. God bless America. I always say it like that. They always say, God bless you, God bless America. But I mean it. God bless you, God bless America.
No, you don't.
And get out there and, when it's appropriate, and kick some butt. I don't know. Faculty, staff, can I say butt? These are adults we're talking about here, okay? Even the 14-year-old who went to college early because he's smarter than everybody else, or she's smarter than everybody else. All right, that was my comedic take on the day. Good luck. Godspeed.
And he just runs out again. He doesn't even believe it. Do you see that? Here, watch this again. Watch this.
Good luck. Godspeed.
And he just turns it off. He knows he's full of shit, right? And when you talk to real INFJs, they'll tell you exactly that. They're like, oh my god, I just can't turn off this fart gas machine. I don't fucking believe a word I say. I don't give a fuck about your stupid college. I don't think you're that great. I know you're a bunch of fucking idiots and you're all fucking doomed because I know the future. You're all so fucked. They believe that, especially him. Like, he's more of a badass than I am. Like, masculine TISE, that's like a fucking IST. That's like a double masculine ISTP down there. So it's like, he knows.